Question: is the Roman Catholic Church the true church? Matthew chapter 7, starting in verse 16. You shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits you shall know them. So Jesus said the test is you look at the fruit. Well, there's this thing called the Inquisition of the Catholic Church, in which tens of thousands, if not more, people were tortured and murdered. There were people in England who were burned alive for the crime of having even a page of the Gospels in the English language. There was a man named Thomas More, who was later dubbed Saint Thomas More by the Catholic Church. This man murdered Christians for a living. And one of the things that the Catholic Church tries to push back on that, say, oh, well, no, the church didn't do that. That was the secular authorities. Well, if we didn't know European history, we might fall for that. But the problem is there's something called the Holy Roman Empire, in which the, quote, secular authorities actually derive their authority from the Pope. So there was no secular government, effectively. The governments did the bidding of the Pope, okay? And that played a big role in why the founders of the United States put the First Amendment in the Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, neither prohibit the free practice thereof, right? That's why they put that in there, because the Inquisition was actually still ongoing while the Constitution was being written. So, no, the Roman Catholic Church is not the true church. We know this by the fruit, by things like the Inquisition. If you study the history of the papacy, there's some pretty crazy stuff that went on throughout the history of the popes. We call that the papacy. But no, based on the fruit of the things that have come out of the Catholic Church, no, it's not the true church.